Good morning. How are y'all doing this morning? Here to talk today about first impressions. Like Seamus told you, I'm going to give you some tools to proactively get yourself in the game to not have to deal with customer complaints as often as you're probably dealing with them now. How many of you have ever had a customer call in and say, "Hi, this is Mrs. Jones. All my appliances are working great. I'm having a great day. I'm just calling to say hello, see how you're doing today." Any of you ever had a call like that? Probably not. Yeah? Compliments are great. But the reality is that most customers call us because they have a problem. We're problem solvers. That's what we do. And most of them aren't very happy when they pick up that phone. Before they even dial your number, something's bothering them. So we've got to be that much more prepared to set them back on their heels and let them know that we're going to solve their problems. And that will help you and everybody in your company to get your customers on the same side as you. Picture yourself on a tennis court. Your customer's on the other side, you're over here, you're volleying back and forth. We want you to get to jump over the net and get on the same side as your customer. You guys all brought this up when we made our list, grooming. We know this is important, but you need to reiterate it. You need to have a written down policy. Everyone who was here yesterday, if it's not written, it's not real. You need to write it down. Get it out to everybody. This doesn't just go for your technicians, although they are the most important part of this. Your customers may not come into your shop. You may have a shop where if you see a customer once a month, that's pretty frequent. But your team should still look professional. Dress codes. Business casual. Go out and get yourself a nice pair of slacks. Hair trimmed, styled, clean shaven, nails cut and clean. That's a pet peeve of mine. If I have someone come work in my house and they've got long, dirty, nasty fingernails, I'm really not into that. Smart, well-fitting, pressed clothing. That relates to your uniforms. What do your uniforms look like? Do you have uniforms? How many people here, their companies wear uniforms? If you don't wear uniforms, what are you guys wearing into the house? Company golf shirts. And then what kind of pants? Jeans. Anybody else willing to share? Does anybody have an opinion on letting the technicians choose what they're going to wear? I could see why you'd have a different uniform when they're in the house doing the work. I can appreciate that. I happen to disagree with that. I have guys who work on washers, dryers, they get wet, they get dirty. I also have guys who do oil maintenances all day long. Every single one of my service technicians wears a white Oxford. Just like this, except it's white. It's pressed, it's clean, and people think I'm nuts. They think I'm crazy. When I hire a new guy, I say to him, "You're going to be wearing a white shirt, so if you have a problem with that, you need to let me know now." I give them Tyvek suits. But I'll tell you one thing. If you ask them, if you require them to keep their uniforms clean, they're going to keep everything else clean as well. They're going to be a lot more careful when they're working on that unit, whatever it may be, when they know they've got to keep that white shirt clean. And those shirts need to last them the entire season, or they're going to have to pay to replace it. That's in my company handbook. I can definitely hold them accountable for that. That may not be something that you want to do, but having a uniform that's very neat and professional, that goes a long way with my customers. I have testimonials to prove it. Customers that think, "Man, your guy showed up here in a white shirt and I didn't even know what to think. Is he really going to work? I mean, what's he doing here?"